I'm jealous. Well, I guess in the same way that we have an old caster and a new caster, we have an old team and a new team coming here onto the Prophecy Cup regular season.
Oh, Mike is muted. Now I'm back. Hello, guys. You're
So
fine though.
I
I can hear you.
guess that means I gotta cheer for the new guys and you gotta cheer for the old guys, right?
Yeah, I'm down for that. I can respect Vortex and you repping spell it chat. We can do that. Just no bias.
Yeah, zero bias whatsoever. I can't actually. I can't remember if my team played against Spell It Chat. It's already played.
Team Sapphire
Yeah.
represent. I mean, you guys are 2-2. You could have made it out of the tournament
Technically,
if the Buck Colts was.
if that Dark Council of yours, I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's a light and fair and just council.
It is perfectly fair. We even let them play a tiebreaker last night. I'm sure you were there, and
Yes, I was there.
so we saw the last team, Rabid Raccoons. They qualified for season 5.
Yeah, in a rather dominating fashion. They built properly. They made good. They made, I think, had superior drafting, especially in the first game.
Yeah, and building properly is pretty important too. Um,
Uh,
a certain item against a certain champion is
it
recommended.
it just tends to be good. But you know what? That's yesterday. This is today. And today is a new patch.
Oh my goodness! It's the first day of patch 8.11.
Now, obviously, because Pike just came out, Pike is disabled until I think we have June 8th. So,
Yep, Pike is disabled for 1 week from today.
so we're not going to see any of those. Oh, it's June 6th then, but we're not going to see any of those crazy Pike picks.
No deep sea dunking.
I had a Pike in a solo queue game earlier. It was not fun. It was pretty much 30 minutes after he came out.
So
It was not
was he
that
on your
great.
team or the enemy team?
I'm just going to say because it wasn't that great, he was on my team.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
I mean, the guy, like, my team was optimistic at first, and they're like, yeah, but the other team won't know how to play against Pike. But the problem was our player didn't know how to play Pike. So
Right.
at the end of the day,
Anyways, we're here
I
in
mean,
picks
I
and
think-
bans. The
I think that Pike is definitely a high skill force champion at the very least. But yeah,
yeah,
go
his
ahead,
landing
yeah.
seems really weak if you're a support. So have to like see how he
Gotta be careful with that one.
yeah, see how he works. But 80 carry bans. So this new patch has
Yeah.
brought a bunch of 80 carry changes, and in general, it favors the early game spiking ones and lacks favor for the hyperscalers. And as we're seeing here, Ezreal and Kai'Sa are already gonna get banned out. Super strong.
Yeah, Ezreal, because the strength of the double tier build, Ezreal didn't get touched at all this patch.
Nice
So
job,
he just
right?
jumps up in priority. And Kai'Sa, now Kog'Maw, you see here, they're both people whose builds haven't, didn't... Well, Kai'Sa more so than Kog'Maw, but Kog'Maw's build didn't really get touched. There's a lot of people talking about that new Essence Reaver on him.
Yes, I want to try it out so badly.
I think by some calculations, you can get a 24-second uptime on your W.
Yep, and you get that
which
30%
is-
attack speed every time
Yeah,
you
that's-
ultimate.
That's insane. I don't think that's quite fair.
Yeah, and wow, is
But-
Xayah banned? I think Xayah got
I think Xayah got hit
Trashed.
pretty hard. I don't agree with the Xayah ban here.
They must be really
Because-
scared of the Xayah Rakan, but if you want to ban one of those champions, you should definitely
I
ban
would
the
ban the
Rakan
Rakan.
instead.
Yeah. I mean, because I happen to frequent a site called Reddit, and I also watched that double lift video talking about ADC changes.
And Caitlyn.
And yeah, so I mean,
They
let's
forgot
see
about
how Caitlyn-
Graves.
Oh. Well, Graves did get nerfed,
3
right?
AD.
His 3 AD, which it
It'll
does
hurt
affect
his
his
clear.
clear speed.
Yeah.
And they nerfed his ultimate cooldown early. Do I think that means Graves is still high priority? Yes. And
Oh,
there's
Itzy's
a Lucian
Lucian.
pick.
Edzy has been playing Lucian since the beginning of time, and he'll always whip it out every now and then if he
And,
thinks
well,
he
I mean,
can
with
really
that-
dominate lane.
With the new Essence Reaver, I think that Lucian definitely becomes a pick that you can go for now, at least a little more confidently early picking, just because of casting the culling into using your light slinger passive to get your all of your abilities get reset, especially that dash, and that's more resets and that's more resets. Lucian's reset ADC.
Yeah, and I think Bork also losing 200 gold is going to be a pretty favorable uh, patch for him too, just
Yeah.
because you don't really want to build crit unless you're going for that Infinity Edge late game.
Yeah,
So
and
if you
there's
can
the
get,
Varus pick, another
yep,
pick that the build didn't really get touched.
and you can now go AP, so you have that Graves in the jungle, and now you have some balance of your damage composition with some AP with Varus.
That's true, absolutely. I think I think Janna's blind pickable as a support. I don't really. I don't agree with Braum into Janna. I'm gonna be honest.
I think it's okay. I think the utility that Braum provides is just really strong. It
It
also
is really strong. Like
helps a little
it's
bit with like you can all in that lane.
you can all in that lane if you land not only a good Q, but you also see either Janna or Lucian walking near the minion wave.
Nocturne. This is a pretty interesting draft so far. Janna, Lucian, Nocturne in the first
I
phase
don't.
for Spell It Chat.
I mean, interesting is one way of putting it.
I don't think it's necessarily the best, but I think Nocturne could definitely uh, do well into the Graves.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely someone that can meet Graves pretty equally in a 1v1 in the jungle. Galio ban.
Galio, I wonder. Interesting.
I does Kurama play Galio?
You know what? Galio actually, he benefited from the changes to Shirelia's Reverie pretty well, because now it gives a lot of mana regen.
Oh, that's true. That's actually a very good way of looking at it.
And it does provide some tankiness that the jungle position does not have.
On the other side of this, you actually see the Vladimir ban, and Shirley's Reverie has become a little worse on Vladimir because of the mana changes.
Yeah, I think
and
you'll still build it though. It's just slightly worse.
yeah, it's just.
Vlad is just too
what
insane.
I would actually say is that Shirelius Reverie, if you want to go for that, abusing your mana regen and turning that either into base health regen on the side of Mikhail's, or turning it into AP on the side of Athene's, adding in Shirelius Reverie as another item that gives you AP, movement speed, and now mana, like percent bonus mana regen, is a way of doing that.
Yep, and actually looking at a Mango Ray or Gucci Flip Flops pick, it's going to be an Urgot, and that champion got buffed pretty well. Definitely could come back into the meta with those changes.
I think a Garen pick into the Urgot's kind of interesting.
Yeah, the Garen is actually going to be a placeholder. They'll have to tell us and Spell It Chat what that is for, but Garen is one of our special placeholder picks that you can use. And ooh, Aurelion Sol.
This is my inexperience talking here. This is why I'm new.
Yeah, so Garen, Tryndamere, and Teemo are placeholder champions. So if you pick one of those three, you have to tell the enemy team right away what that is in place for, and then they'll have to remake the lobby and just pick as usual. But LeBlanc into Aurelion Sol, I think it's a pretty solid matchup.
Yeah. All those are fair. And now we have to restart the lobby as Garen was placeholder.
Just gotta remind them to do the same bans for the stats.
Well, I do wonder what they wanted to pick in place of the Garen. They had their bot lane pick, they had their jungle pick, they had their mid lane pick at the end there. So top lane.
There's gotta be some kind of tank, but you don't really want to pick a tank into the Urgot.
Yeah, because I mean, Urgot's definitely a matchup that's just not that enjoyable for anyone, I would say.
Actually, they haven't told me who Garen was yet. I'll message Loker.
It was actually new all along, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so it was the Gnar.
It was Nar.
One
Okay.
of Rexalis's best champions, I would say. I think he's a very solid top.
I
Really
mean, I
that
guess in
carry.
some ways, like Nar can be interpreted as like the Caitlyn of top lane, someone who's always, or like even the Oriana.
Yeah, just super stable. Always will be pretty good.
Not necessarily going to be the best, but definitely pickable in pretty much any situation.
Yeah, and I think Vortex really values Rexalis being able to push in the lane. We'll have to see how
Hmm.
confident he is in this matchup because he probably hasn't played it yet with Urgot buff.
Hmm.
But yeah, as we go to the draft here, we can look at like some interesting things they did. Because I think some of the AD carry bans, I think banning Xayah and Caitlyn probably not that good of ideas because then you're giving over a
Yeah,
Graves.
because with the Zion Kalen, like not just talking about the base stats nerf, but I played a game of Caitlyn today. I think Caitlyn is Stormrazor, actually pretty decent. Um, with the nerf to fleet footwork, I don't think that like AD players should highly prioritize fleet footwork. I think they've been nerfing fleet footwork pretty
So many
consistently.
times, yeah.
In an attempt to tell ADC players like, "Hey, pick something else because we're going to make this." The healing is practically non-existent on you early game, and they removed the crit scaling with it, and they removed its scaling on minions, or practically removed its scaling on minions. So at least to me, it's the point where AD should probably be going across the attack.
Yeah, and even
Um,
itemization choices like going Blade the Ruins King, sorry, first or second item, that'll give them a lot more sustain. Since now going
yeah,
crit just takes so long now.
yeah, because the only access to early crit that any AD can reliably opt into in terms of getting decent laning stats as well is actually, in my opinion, Stormrazor because it gives you a BF, it gives you 30% attack speed. Sure, you do have to wait a little, but on those champions that have that modified auto attack, the MF, the Caitlyn,
Hmm.
it can be a really, really scary hit.
Yeah, and since Caitlyn's range is so long, you'll get a pretty
Hmm.
good spike once you finish that first item. Don't really want
Yeah,
to wait for 3 or 4 items just to get that true damage on every auto
but
attack.
jumping back again, yeah, I absolutely agree. I don't think the Xayah ban should have been that high priority.
Cause like I
I
don't know
think
what
that
Xayah like builds anymore besides going the crit build. Cause maybe
was
you could
Fist
go.
the last thing they banned.
Yeah, I think so. I actually
Okay,
didn't catch that. But Werepack does like the Anivia and he likes the Fizz a lot, so
okay. I'm just
forcing
making sure
him on
because
his third pick.
I remember the Anivia. I couldn't remember the Fizz.
But yeah, look at these comps. The especially from Spell at Chat, this comp is super skirmishy.
Yeah, you don't want any kind of extended team fight with their composition. They're very low on crowd control, and even for the
Yeah.
crowd control they do have, um, or even some of the tools they have available to them, a good Braum shield will deny a lot of that.
Yeah, if you're looking at a team fight scenario, if you're not like super far ahead on Spell at Chat, yeah, Vortex team comp certainly will have the edge here in team fights.
Now, looking at straight lane assignments and matchup as far as jungle is concerned, I think that Spell Chat drafted pretty decent lanes. It's just that, you know, is this a win lane, win game situation, or is it going to be the whole is greater than the sum of its parts?
Yeah, I think the Spell at
Because,
Chat comp is totally a win lane, win game sort of comp.
yeah,
And
because if you look at Vortex, you have a fair bit of AOE. You have AOE coming out from Graves, from Aurelion Sol, from Gnar. Uh, Varus' ultimate can just snatch up a lot of people, even from Braum with his ultimate. Then multiple CC tools,
right.
lots of damage as the game goes on. It's a very well thought out, balanced composition overall, I would say, as opposed to Spellichat, who
If you
seem
don't get a
like they
hit,
want to
you're screwed.
smash the game away.
Yeah, they're trying to
And
smash. They're asking Becky to smash right now.
I mean, I think Urgot can run away with a game if like the right conditions are met. Like if an Urgot can stomp his lane hard enough, he's borderline unkillable.
Yeah, and honestly, I
But
think the Gnar matchup is one that Urgot can abuse, and I'm surprised that they picked the Gnar into the Urgot.
well, that might have been just comfort speaking. I think that a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
people will just default to comfort.
yeah, it's totally a comfort pick. But I've seen it many times where Urgot has the upper hand on this matchup.
The other thing you might want to talk about, though, I guess, is damage archetype. Whereas we discussed that Varus can go AP. Lucian doesn't have that flexibility. You're only having one source of magic damage, really, on the side of Spell Chat, and that's LeBlanc. And does LeBlanc have a lot of damage? Absolutely. She can probably one-shot Aurelion Sol, one-shot the Varus, like even the Graves in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
But what that does mean is she has one-shot potential. She can't multi one-shot in the team fight unless she's insanely fat.
Yeah, if
So,
I'm this Varus, I'm buying a Banshee's Veil. Third item.
oh yeah, if you do go there for
Get that Nashor's
the
Teeth,
AP build path.
and then you get that nice little shield from like one spell from LeBlanc and even Nocturne.
Well, I mean, the smart thing for Spell Chat to do is make Nocturne pop ulti, so that's what pops the Banshee's Veil on Varus, and then have LeBlanc engage. Now, is that a coordinated move? Absolutely. But everyone's here for a reason. So let's see if they can get that coordination going.
Yes, sir, and we're getting into Champ Select now.
Wait, Champ Select's over.
Loading screen, lag. Game 1, first game of Season 5 of Prophecy Cup. Ooh, nice Nocturne skin. Looks cool.
It's a good splash.
Is that one of those
as
Chinese
opposed to what it
Chinese
used to be.
splash
I
arts?
think it's one of the Chinese splash arts.
Nice.
I do like the mid lane bot lane color synergy coming out from Vortex though.
Oh yeah, the
Or at
Aurelion
least
Sol, the
mid lane
Varus,
AD.
got that red action. I dig it.
Yeah, I got that red with the white.
Yeah, pretty solid.
You see Aurelion Sol admiring the Hugh Jackman. Okay, getting into
Dave
game 1 here.
We might see a pause here because
Yeah,
Werepack's got to go to
because-
the bathroom. Winky face. Doesn't need to watch the last minute of the Cavaliers game. Winky face. There's just gonna give you all the info. There's about 50 seconds left. They're reviewing a shot that Kevin Durant made, I think. Is he fouled? Oh yeah, maybe. I guess
Wait,
we're
you're
not gonna
spoiling
pause.
this.
Spoiling?
Wait, spoil. Don't tell me how the Cavs game is going, because I totally care about that.
What? Who goes back and rewatches the game later?
No, I'm just kidding. Why would I actually do that?
Bruh.
Good God.
It's like those people that like.
Okay, well, you see the invade coming in here. I don't think they're finding anyone. They didn't get spotted out by any wards, so just walking around. Actually, that's kind of curious if you think about it. Because it's purely by circumstance that Spell Chat does not
Well, they didn't pause it. This is tragic.
Think we're gonna see any level 2 shenanigans come out from the junglers here. That should still be a strategy. I don't think that anything particularly changed.
I don't think that the Graves and Nocturne have particularly strong level 2 ganks. I think they'll just want to try and power farm. Graves in particular want to look for some invades.
That's true. Abuse those jungle corridors so you can get the Q.
Yep. Stall that Nocturne from effectively farming.
End of the
Ooh,
line, that's what it's
It's
called.
gonna get caught out here.
Oh.
The Braum Q will
Oh, but
miss though.
misses the Winter's Bite. That's not good enough. If you land the Winter's Bite there, that actually can be a really good trade.
Yeah. The Edsy, nice moves there to dodge that.
I think that's
Another
more
Q
on
dodge.
the Braum to miss than the dodge.
Hey, you know what? Give him some credit. Come on. Come on.
Nah, okay, you're
But,
right. I should give him the credit. all the players in the Prophecy Cup could be in the LCS.
They're all
man.
amazing.
Clash banners spawning.
That always triggers me. I think I'm getting ganked every single time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think
Every
I'm
single
getting
time. Level 2
ganked, and it
jungle
tilts
is
me.
inviting in the top lane scuttle grab.
Ooh,
Graves is going to get the advantage. He's
burn
going
the
to flash.
flashes, but
Go
I think this is
aggressively.
just the first blood for Graves here.
Just one more auto attack. He's going to
There
grab
it is.
that. Free kill on the gasp here. Nice job from Loker. He's going to get a good start.
But as you can see there in top lane, Urgot is starting to abuse the matchup a little bit. Granted, he's losing out on mana, but yeah, definitely getting the damage down. Although it's a bit dangerous for him to be moving there because he knows Graves is in his topside jungle.
Yeah, lots of trades going on. Mid lane taking a big amount of poke. Laveris is getting chunked out. Even in the top side, the Gnar actually going fleet footwork here after the nerf is a little bit interesting.
Personally, I think with the fleet footwork changes and how it's 100% for melee, they increase the AP ratio. Who does that really work on? I think you can actually take fleet footwork on a fighting top lane like Jax.
That would be interesting. I think Conqueror though is probably too good to pass up on. The extra true
That
damage.
is true. Like I think fleet footwork maybe if you were in a less advantageous matchup.
Yeah, and actually I think
Or you
Jax
wanted
would
to play a
be.
bit safer.
I think Jax could use the new Essence Reaver pretty effectively.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You pop the ult, get that resistances. LeBron James. But the good resistances, you get the attack speed, and here comes another gank top. Lucas got
Here's
the
a
red
little
buff.
bit action top lane, but you only see Gnar auto attack rather than throw the Q out.
Yeah, hey, Braum, it's a Q.
Braum lands the Winter's Bite onto Lucian. He dashes away for the safety, gets the Janna shield as well.
And I'm surprised to see the Isan on the Varus going for the Doran's blade. Typically, with the range in the melee support matchup, you're gonna get harassed down pretty quickly.
Yeah, the safer decision is the Doran's shield, which is actually what you see Lucian has gone for.
Yeah, and that's a smart move, I think. And also, the innate sustain of AD carries has gone down quite a bit with the changes. They pretty much changed every AD carries health regen by half level 1.
Yeah, Ash, it's 0.8 level 1. It's actually brutal.
Yeah, I think Sivir is down to 0.65 health per second. Health per 5.
Yeah, that's painful.
So it's
So yeah,
a little
I
rough.
agree. I think going Doran's shield is probably the safer, smarter decision. Maybe you go Doran's blade because you want to get back some of the AD you lost in that case, try to pressure out your laning opponent. Doesn't seem to be having quite that effect here in this bot lane.
Yeah. But I think once the Varus and the Braum can hit 6, they'll have some kill pressure with the Chain of Corruption and the Glacial Fissure.
Yeah, so long as they properly layer the CC and get the damage down, I agree.
Yeah, laying the CC down properly is quite important. Lucian walking up pretty aggressively. He wants to get that lane pushed into the turret.
It's a good shield to block out the damage there, actually. Allows them to get a decent trade. Lucian's forced to pop a potion.
Yeah, haven't seen a lot of action in the last couple of minutes or so, but taking a look at these junglers, they're both doing their Krugs. And Graves is just slightly far ahead.
Graves still hasn't backed yet, though. Nocturne did back, obviously because he died. Grab the boots. But I don't really think there's much that Nocturne can quite do.
Yeah.
The lanes on the side of Vortex are actually pretty safe.
Yeah, I think they're super safe. I think there are some options here for the mid lane. And actually, look at Verpack getting a big trade. He's going to use the Aurelion Soul ultimate. He's actually going for the
he's
clone.
attacking the
Oh
wrong
no,
one.
he
Oh,
flashes
dear.
away, and still gets hit by the Q there. And Werpack gets a solo kill onto Kurama.
I think Werpack played that out pretty well. Like,
Yeah.
also Kurama kind of, you know, he 50-50 chose wrong. He saw the clone running away and was like, this one.
Probably could have noticed that. I think the exhaust might have been on LeBlanc while they were while the clone was.
Well, she might have still
coming
been
up.
invisible
Oh yeah.
for the
good point.
last second of exhaust,
Yeah.
and then you can't see that.
Also, the exhaust by Kurama was not ideal. I think didn't really block a lot of that damage.
Yeah,
Might
I
have
think the
been better off
exhaust
going
came out a
barrier.
bit too late.
Taking a look at the build here on the first recall from Lucian, he's going to go for the Bork, and I like that a lot. I think it's pretty good.
I agree.
A lot of lane sustain.
If you would notice, Lucian actually took PTA here.
Oh yeah,
Going
so I
for
like
that fighting power, PTA Bork is cheaper than the rest of the items.
Yeah,
get that attack speed out.
With the Bilgewater, with the PTA, you're gonna have a lot of extra damage and sustain.
Bilgewater and eventually Bork will offer you a little bit more sticking power when you use the active. I think it's a good idea. Great idea, honestly. Varus going for the Gwynce's Rageblade Rush as it appears.
Shocked. That's a good recall too, getting the recurve bow and the pickaxe. Can even buy himself a pink ward, not bad.
Yeah, the attack speed really helps just for the last hitting. And you know, when you have that Braum as your support, you always want to get the auto attacks down.
It's going to be feeling pretty good with that the build path currently. I think both AD carries are pretty content with their choice right now.
As far as CS goes in the matchups, things appear to be pretty even. Bot lane, Vortex is starting to pull a bit ahead. Probably off the back that Lucian had to take.
Yeah, super even at the game currently. Both teams have 1 kill. Solo kills.
Yeah. But
top laners are going to recall for the first time.
I would argue that having the solo kill onto the LeBlanc is a bit more important.
Nocturne coming in on the Aurelion Soul. He's going to pop the ultimate and get them both knocked away. Oh, Aurelion's going to go back in though.
I think that
big chunk of damage, but yeah, I think that was some hubris on him, and he's going to get taken down. Manrawler's going to hit 6, not going to get in range to use the ultimate, so he's going to get a huge chunk of damage on him.
To be fair, Aurelion Soul is an independent dragon who don't need those.
Oh, here comes the Chain of Corruption and Glacial Prison. Varus is going to get that chunk down into the Jan and take him down. Isan's got to be a little careful though. Lucian does a lot of damage. He's going to dash forward, but he has the heal still. Varus can flash forward for the procs and the slow, and that's going to be a double kill for the bot lane. And oh, Manrawler steals that one from Isan.
I don't think he needed to auto that, but the slow was already through.
That was a free kill for Isan right there. That was a free kill.
Yeah, that's 600 gold. Report support, please.
And report Manwalrus. And actually, Vortex going to take the dragon, or going to try to.
Well, they're looking for it, but
Nocturne
I think,
down. Loker's got a lot of burst damage.
LeBlanc at 50% health is still...
And she's gone! But here comes the Dark Knight, little Gucci flip-flop. He's going to use the ultimate in one shot. The Graves!
Gets a 3-man fear, but he doesn't have any backup here. He has to run.
Yeah, and he's going to get chased down with the Braum stun. The passive on the Braum. Followed by the Boomerang, is going to take a lot of damage. And Rexalis has the ultimate, has the flash.
For the most part.
He's going to walk away.
I don't think Vortex can keep doing the dragon in this case, though. They're effectively forced off of it. So it was a very good idea by Lil Gucci Flip Flop to just TP in there, cast ultimate, get it straight onto the Graves flash, and then pull him in to get the multi-man fear, and then escape.
Yeah, Urgot right now pretty tanky, even though he only has the components for the Black Cleaver. Can survive quite a lot of damage.
Well, I mean, his shield is max health, correct?
I think so. I can check right here in the client. So it, actually, I don't know. I see a number, but it doesn't tell me what the number means.
Yeah. I was actually
here comes Loker. He's looking for a trade.
What does 128 mean?
Loker shows up bot. Not going to get anything out of that, though. And that leaves room for Gasp to potentially gank top. And, Werepack.
He's a bit low, though. Werepack finds the solo kill. Or, not the solo kill. But finds the assassination kill onto Lurker. Or Loker.
Yeah. And I'm being told that the Varus name is pronounced Aizen. Aizen.
Okay.
Aizen. 2v2 looking to be happened in the top side. Aurelion Soul pops.
Bit of a visual bug from the Aurelion Soul.
Yeah, and there's the paranoia, but Aurelion Soul's gonna get chunked down super hard. There's no chance for them to win this 2v2.
Rexalis. And in mini-Gnar form, he has to run out.
Yeah, he actually gets hit by the ultimate.
More damage, he's gonna get pulled in. There it is.
Nom 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 nom.
He's not choking.
But actually, in the top lane or in the bot lane, Aizen gets another kill. Werepack and or Edzi and Ariana Grande getting 2v2'd another time.
I think it's actually Ariadne, but I might
You know
be
what?
wrong.
You know what? It's just still technical, but
Ariange.
it's easier than saying Ariane Genie. Ariangne? That's very awkward to say.
It's definitely not Ariana Grande.
You know, when I see that name, I think of Ariana Grande, so let me have this one, True.
Okay, you're the boss.
Hey, I'm not your boss. I'm your fellow caster.
Senpai.
Sure. But look at the map right now. It's Vortex gets the first tower of the game, and so they're gonna get a big influx of gold.
In spite of that first tower, their gold is actually pretty equal.
Yeah, equaled up, and let's see, who has the CS leads here? I think it's basically
LeBlanc.
Oh yeah, this
LeBlanc
is
and Urgot.
Yep, LeBlanc and Urgot doing pretty well for themselves. The Urgot.
The Reliant Soul being 0-3, I think, with that roam top lane, might have been a little bit desperate, a bit of an overforce. He had the opportunity to cancel. Gnar, should have communicated that at the very least.
Yeah, and the Reliant at this point in the game, you're already far behind. Like, you can't really roam unless you're following your own jungler too, because if you get in a 2v2 with anybody, you're just gonna get one shot because you're so weak right now.
Yeah, there's just not much to do.
Like, he can't push out his lane, he can't roam, and he's not feeling too good. But here comes Loker. Wow, we're actually gonna have to flash that stun. Loker's still looking for something though, but here comes the paranoia from wow, Graves get one shot immediately. Aurelion still has to flash. He
That's
uses
a
the
late exhaust again, but
yeah. So yeah, this Nocturne pick really abusing the
it's
Aurelion
definitely
Soul.
working out.
Yeah. And Loker getting punished for that aggressive overstep.
They probably should have backed off when they forced the flash from the LeBlanc there, but
yeah.
Maybe I would say they just didn't anticipate the Nocturne ulti to come in on them.
Yeah, that's exactly where it went wrong. But actually, the bot lane from Vortex looking for some place. Gonna have the Braum passive on top of it.
That
One more auto
should be
tag.
the stun. Oh, she dashes out, gets away.
Gets away. No fourth auto tag from them.
No concussive blows onto the LeBlanc there means that she gets out relatively free.
Yeah, she would have totally died there if she got hit by that last auto. Varus
right
now.
Pretty with that 20% or 20 CS lead.
Yeah, Varus right now. The power point of Vortex on Aijin has the Rage Blade and the Berserker Greaves. Have to play around this Varus right now.
As it appears to me, this game is going to be more and more on Aijin to carry with big Winsos on the Varus.
Oh, LeBlanc gets stunned up. She dashes away.
Looks like she's going to be fine. Gets the blink out. Does the whole now you see me, now you don't maneuver.
Dual marksman fighting in the bot lane, except one of them is a jungler, so.
Greaves is in the marksman.
Hey, he's still a marksman in my heart. Never forget when Graves was fun.
But does anyone remember the clean auto attack animation from Mafia Graves?
And Paranoia another. Oh wow, Loker's gonna get hit by the Paranoia once again.
There's the flash from
using the flash.
Let's see.
So Aizin, Aishen, Aizin.
I think it was just Ison.
Aishen, Aizin. Which one is it, people? Come on. Where Pack's looking for some harass damage. He's gonna get a. Oh my god!
That's a fast one shot.
Full combo onto Aizin.
Oh, the Urgot gets stunned up there under tower. He's forced to flash out, but he gets even despite the concussive blow stacks popping, gets the Janna ulti to heal him. And on the back end of that, you see Gasp take the Ocean Drink.
All right, new plan.
Good for the sustain.
Get a locket, get a Hex Drinker, and clench your cheeks. Because that LeBlanc is doing quite well.
I mean, you already see an Aegis of the Legion on the Braum there. The problem with rushing Locket, and this is me speaking as someone who absolutely loves to play tank supports. I hate building Locket now because the active, it's on a 2-minute cooldown. The scaling is really, really bad. I think Locket is, if you build Locket, you almost have to pigeonhole yourself into building Gargoyle Stoneplate. I've actually found that building Knight's Vow tends to work in a lot of situations otherwise, just because you can take a portion of the damage that your carry is taking.
Yeah. I think in this particular game, there's just so much burst damage from Nocturne and LeBlanc. I think the Locket is the
No,
right choice.
I think
And look at
you
that,
have
one shot again.
I'm not sure if
my
Locket
God.
saves you in that situation, if I'm going to be entirely honest.
Probably not, but holy crap, was that just a QR, RRW? But no, Chain of Corruption coming in the top lane, looking for another 2v2 kill, and they're just gonna get that concussive blows, and then the Varus.
It does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and Ariana Grande is gonna get taken down too. There's a double kill. Eisen getting pretty fed here. Let's see if he can carry this Vortex team.
Yeah, Janice still did not have her Monsoon up yet. Looks like it's going to be up in maybe 30 more seconds. Warpack just looking for that poke damage onto the Aurelion Soul, who does have Merc Treads, but I don't think that makes a whole lot of difference when LeBlanc pops the mark on him.
It's definitely not enough, and Eisen gonna get that second tower of the game. He is such a strong power point right now. He's going for a wit's end. He says, I am not dealing with this LeBlanc.
Well, I mean, with the current Varus build, that's definitely something he can do, right?
Yeah, it is an option, of course. He still has to worry about the Nocturne burst as well.
Vortex looking to take the Rift Herald, definitely going to be a means for them to get back into the game, taking the objectives, at least off gold lead. They do have the tower lead, though.
Yep, and Vortex picks up the Herald for themselves, so they can start making another play on this tower mid lane relatively soon.
The problem is that... Oh, go ahead.
There's not a lot of wave clear on Spell It Chat, so if they can get a good Herald off, they could potentially take 2 towers.
Well, as it appears to me, I'd say the
Paranoia going into Loker, and oh my goodness, he has to flash away.
Almost the same burst potential as a LeBlanc
Wow.
coming through there.
Yeah, that's the Duskblade with the Paranoia. That is so much damage.
Actually, do you think junglers could build the Stormrazor item? Get that long-range engage like that?
On Nocturne?
Yeah, I think Nocturne would
totally
be someone who could do it.
Yeah, that would make your next auto attack crit. So, yeah, it's pretty scary. He might actually go for that next because, well, no, he has a longsword currently, so I guess he's gonna go for full penetration.
No. I think he's just gonna go for the classic Nocturne build. I was just theory crafting a little when I mentioned that because I was thinking, yeah, I think Nocturne, I think Rengar could definitely use those items. Now, does that mean they're superior to anything that they can currently build? Not necessarily.
Well, late game, it's certainly a viable option because once you get all that AD, your auto attack gonna be a crit is just massive.
Actually, you know who would absolutely love Stormrazor in their build? Shaco.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, because you get that backstab and Rexalis now he has to flash away from Werpack.
Yeah, no one can deal with this LeBlanc. It's just Werpack is so ridiculously fed that even the Mega Gnar can't stand up to her damage output at the moment.
Yeah, and Eisen on the Varus, he needs to play away from Nocturne and LeBlanc, and even then this Urgot can still pose a pretty big threat. And is this Urgot going Essence Reaver? Yeah, I think he is.
That's actually kind of interesting to me if that is an Essence Reaver coming out from the Urgot. Because Essence Reaver, you get the cooldown reduction after you cast your ultimate.
Oh, Werpack's looking for more blood. And here's the Paranoia. Eisen's getting way too far forward. He gets one shot. And here's the Flea, the Fear onto Manroth. He gets Urgot ulted. And they're all dead.
I think it was less that Eisen was too far forward. It's just that when his team decided to dip, he has zero peel to come through for himself.
Yeah, Eisen was a bit too far ahead there, far forward. Easy target for the Nocturne.
Werpack going.
Oh, he goes for the flash, and oh my.
It's an old story that we're watching here, but it doesn't.
I feel like I'm in season 6 all over again.
Value.
I'm in season 6 all over again. This is getting a bit crazy here.
I mean, Werpack has 10 stacks on his Dark Seal.
Oh no.
I'm not saying he should upgrade it, but he can upgrade it.
But he can, and it would be good.
Next dragon spawning right now. Looks like it's a Cloud Drake.
Yeah,
The
Essence
good
Reaver.
old NA special.
Essence Reaver finished by Little Gucci Flip Flop on the Ergot. When he pops that ultimate, I mean, when you pop the ultimate, you basically kill someone with it.
Yeah,
So,
which
like,
is why I said it was
look at that
weird.
damage. Oh my god! And here comes the Essence Reaver
Oh,
pops.
you know,
Look at that attack speed coming through onto the Braum.
Why?
You know, he's a
because
genius. All right, just a
yeah,
genius.
no. Like it actually makes so much sense because you get max attack speed when you press W.
Graves.
Oh,
You're calling
no.
for the Herald in the wrong spot. That's,
I think Harold might have started to time out, which is why he's like, oh, I gotta pop this.
I gotta pop
Because they did take it a while ago.
Oh man, this game is getting crazy. The carry star power from Spell It Chat is really overbearing the roster of Vortex currently.
Yeah, Vortex wanted to play a controlled game, but Spellchat's like, no, no marathons. We're playing a sprint
Eason's
right
going
now.
for blood on the LeBlanc, and he's actually gonna
but
get.
he finds it.
Oh my gosh, that was
With
gutsy.
the voice of light coming in from Aurelion Soul, it saves the 1v1 by turning it into a 1v3.
Super gutsy play from him, sitting in the bush with the LeBlanc and then popping the ultimate. Nicely done from him to survive that. He now has 5 kills. He's gonna go for the looking like a Zeal item, which I don't really recommend. I don't think on hit Varus is a very effective build with the new Rage Blade as of a few patches ago.
No, I think if you want to go Rage Blade Varus, you actually have to invest into AP at this point.
Yeah, you either want to go full crit build on the Varus with the Rage Blade, or you want to go AP. And this Nard is not standing a chance against Ergot at this point in the game. He's gonna go for the flip,
Yeah,
but actually
that
nice
Essence Reaver, he just okay, so what Ergot or what Little Gucci Flip Flop is doing is he's alting early, so he can pop W and constantly have his corrosive charge and his stun up.
Reaver gives 20% CDR. Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no,
I thought it gave 10%.
No, they changed it so that it gives 20% because it doesn't
watch
give
out,
like,
Eisen.
the crit
He's gonna get burst and
anymore.
nice shield from Braum, but here comes Nocturne. Doesn't stand a chance, even after he flashes too. There's just way too much raw damage here.
Eisen tried to
Edzy with a
nice,
nice play from Edzy. Here comes Little Gucci Flip Flop. He doesn't have the ultimate, but he's
able to clear out the minion wave though.
Yep, he's zoning away the Braum, and Vortex can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, as it looks like, Spell It Chat is just completely controlling the snowball and the pacing of this game. You can see them rotating straight for Baron after taking the mid lane inner tower.
And they are going to start the Baron here. They don't care about the wards. They don't care about clearing the wards when they're being viewed by them. So they
did clear all of the wards.
Yeah, they know that the Baron's being taken. But Werepak's going to go for some more blood. He's going to go for that Gnar, and Gnar's dead.
I think that's a kill. Yeah.
Goodbye.
So, how does Vortex find a way back into this game? Because right now, they're kind of in free fall.
It's got to be through the late game, I'm pretty sure. Like, there's no one that can actually deal with an Ergot right now. No one can deal with a LeBlanc, and
But with an on-hit Varus build, is that actually good late game scaling at this point against the composition?
It's not even that good. I think the Varus will definitely outscale this Varus build.
Yeah, because as far as Varus is concerned, I think if he had gone for full AP, he'd have really high burst potential on multiple targets. But on-hit Varus really likes more extended team fights, and these team fights aren't going very long. Because they aren't really team fights, they're more like massacres.
Yeah, there's no time for them to actually set up for team fights just because Aurelion's so weak, and they'll engage in the burst from Nocturne and LeBlanc is just so great.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can look at the top lane, like if you look at the experience levels across the board here, it's only bot lane for Vortex that is anywhere near even.
Yeah, Vortex gonna look for the kill on a Little Gucci Flip Flop here. They get that CC stacking, and he's gonna get taken down, but at what cost here as
the bot lane they're getting pushed in.
Yeah, Spell It Chat's gonna push in the bot lane. They can totally dive this Aurelion and Graves. They don't stand a chance. They had to leave this. As the paranoia comes through, look at that burst damage. He almost one-shots 2 people at the same time.
Gets the flash in, but
Edzy with the flash calling.
Throws up the shield.
Nice try from him, but the Braum coming in to save their lives. They will get an inhibitor for this one, though. And LeBlanc flashes in. Doesn't get the kill.
Oh, that's actually pretty disastrous for them.
Yeah, Werepak's getting super low.
If she can't find a kill onto where. Oh dear.
Ooh, LeBlanc getting taken down by Man Walrus. Man Walrus has no
Werepak
shield though. He
going-
can't block any damage.
Werepak just went a bit too aggressive there. I don't think he needed to just try to dive into 5 people and get the one shot. I mean,
Yeah.
you're the team with the Baron buff. You can play it out a bit slowly. You can go for rotations. You don't have to force the fight and take an end.
Yeah, you can just 1-3-1 with so much raw power in this Urgot and LeBlanc. All you have to do is just have them sit in side lanes. Nocturne can ulti either one, and no one can really defend any of that, so.
Yeah, when you consider the fact that, you know, up until dying recently, Lil Gucci Flip Flop was 3 levels up, Gasp was 4 levels up earlier, and Werepak was, I think, roughly 3 over Kurama. They have this massive experience advantage. They have a gold advantage. I don't know why they played the fight so aggressively. It's that fiery young blood. Just
Yeah,
trying to get in there.
Werepak in his first starting role in Prophecy Cup. He's been on the bench for a couple seasons, and he's trying to prove himself. Oh yeah, he's been a bench rider for a while now.
Well, I mean, if anything, this game is certainly proving that
he's ready up. He's up for the challenge.
Starting.
Yep. And Urgot looking for that flash. He popped the ultimate too, and oh my god, that was just disgusting. Go next. I don't want to play AD carry anymore. Go next.
I don't think people have wanted to play AD carry for a while, unless your name is like Double Lift or Uzi.
I'm gonna start playing Yasuo bot. Never played Yasuo in my life, but I'm gonna start playing Yasuo bot.
Just play Mordekaiser or something.
And LeBlanc, nice chunk. But here comes the paranoia, and wow, the locket comes through, but there's just way too much damage. They're so far ahead. Look at Werepak going in with the dive. He's gonna jump back and get that.
Yeah, but they
in.
don't get any kills here. Like, forcing them off the tower is something they would have done anyway, I think.
Yeah, just brute forcing it at this point. They have 2 inhibitors down now. There is a Mountain Drake they can take if they want to. Death Cap on Werepak, just so much AP.
Oh, 2 stack in the brush, looking for Braum.
Uh-oh.
Urgot misses the ultimate, but it doesn't really matter. I think in that situation, Braum doesn't really have anyone to flash out to.
Yeah, I think he saw the Graves coming through, but didn't get there
unless
quite in
Graves
time.
burns flash too, I don't really think he gets out. And even if he does, I think they both might have died.
Yeah, it's quite possible. Edzy now building the Essence Reaver, just completed that item. So now he's got 40% CDR, he's got the Borg, he's got the armor shredding with the Cleaver.
League of Essence Reaver, you say? You know who else can use Essence Reaver? Nocturne.
Oh man. Yeah, you actually
seriously,
could.
Seriously, you go Blood Razor, Essence Reaver on Nocturne.
Essence Reaver, you pop R, you get more attack
yeah.
speed.
And then they pop your spell shield. Like, oh my god, wait. We might have found the next OP thing.
It's quite possible.
You heard it here first, folks. I'm just kidding. Don't do that to your teams in ranked, please.
But Nocturne building the Last Whisper, which is now a squishy killer item because it does total armor pen. No longer percent.
I think Lord
bonus.
Dominic's is what, 45% armor pen?
It's 35% of total armor penetration. So
okay, it's 35%. Okay.
it really is a massive amount of shredding that he's going to do to these squishies.
Yeah, I don't think there's much you can do against 35% armor pen.
And he's also got the 36 flat pen from his build.
Yeah. And then you consider the fact that both Lucian and Urgot have black levers, shredding the armor on multiple targets no matter what.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous world for Vortex here.
Scary. Their base is getting shoved in by some dark Voyager thing that can teleport. Oh, nice chain of corruption there from Ison. Here comes the paranoia though, and wow, look at that. The Ison's already dead.
Ison's able to get out.
But Nocturne gets
actually Gasp that goes down.
Yeah, and there's LeBlanc. He comes in and
it
takes out Ison.
Oh, Lucian's gonna go down here, I think. Yes, he is.
Yep, Pika's taken out, but here's
flashes
Loguchi
in.
flip-flop. So now it's a 3 for 2 so far, but the pressure right now is just all on Spellchat's side. They're going to take this one most likely. Nice burst from LeBlanc, but Rexal's going to
he's
grab
able
the
to
kill.
get the transform
And
to
he
save
gets
himself.
the ultimate.
Gets the stun off.
Oh man, nice rebuttal kills. Werepack going a bit too aggressive once again. He's
I mean, in this case, I can't really blame him. I think. Wait, he just bought Magi's.
He just now buys it after dying. Classic.
Thinking.
Classic move right there. But the minions are actually going to take the second Nexus tower, leaving their base totally exposed.
Yeah, they only have one inhibitor tower left in top lane. But what I do appreciate seeing from Vortex here is that, in spite of the fact that they have been at such a deficit for a while, they're definitely not rolling over. They're fighting it out as best they can. And these last two team fights, if they've been indicative of anything, they're able to abuse the over-aggression coming out from Spellchat in some ways.
Yeah, and I think Manwalrus plays a very key role in that.
Force here. That's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, look at Luguchi flip-flop is going to teleport flank from the side. The Glacial Fissure comes through. And then the Baron's still getting taken down. But Varus gets one shot
instantaneously.
Baron's at 2.8k still. There's no way that the Vortex are going to take this Baron. They're all going to get killed. Lurker's going to die to the Baron, even after flashing over the wall, or ulting over the wall. And that's a clean ace for Spellchat, and that's going to be the end of game 1.
Yeah, that's absolutely the end.
Yep, 100%. Storm Razor completed onto Urgot. So that's pretty cool.
Wait, Storm Razor?
Yeah, on Urgot.
You know what? He does pause in between his auto attacks, like I guess before engages.
And Werepack up to 21 stacks on that Magi's. He had 7.
Went from 7 to 21.
Not bad.
You know what? Yeah, this is our hubris. We were like, oh, why would you buy Magi's after Giants? That's why.
It's like, hold my beer. That's going to be game 1. Spellchat with a pretty dominating win.
So Spellchat, 1-0 over the veterans of Vortex.
Yes, star power big time on this Spellchat roster. They're not any new faces. Well, there's only one new face with the Ariadne, but let's see. We've got Luguchi Flip Flop. He was on Polio Drift Doors in Season 3. And Werepack and Ezzy were both on IRL sluts in Season 3. Werepack was on the bench, though. So, we recognize some of their faces.
IRL sluts is still in, right?
Yep, they are still in the tournament.
Well, that would be a pretty spicy matchup.
Yeah. And the newcomers from Vortex, actually, Kurama and Aizen, I think that was their first game on the team. So Aizen didn't play too badly, but could not really deal with that backline threat.
No, I don't. I won't fault Aizen for having the game that he did. I think he played it out pretty well. It's just that when you have two backline dives, especially backline dives that are fed,
kill you instantly.
What can you do?
It's pretty cool. 1 minute. Alright, I'm back, boys.
Welcome back.
Yeah, with LeBlanc and Nocturne getting so far ahead so early, it just seemed like it was impossible for them to actually get control back of the game.
Yeah, despite giving up that first blood to Graves, Nocturne definitely ran away with the game pretty efficiently alongside LeBlanc. And when you have so much backline dive, especially for LeBlanc, because LeBlanc just destroyed the Aurelion Soul there. There's just not much that Aurelion Soul could do after going 0-3.
Yeah, not even
in the
close.
laning
Kurama
phase.
got smacked.
Warpack was like, I might be on a new team, but I'm not a new player. Okay.
Hey, good try. Good try.
But we're just waiting for the next champion select. See if this is going to be a 2-0 or go all 3 games. So I guess let's just talk about what you think you would see as far as adjustments go for pick ban. I would want to see the Xayah and Caitlyn bans dropped on either side.
Yeah, that's pretty much
I
it. Cause like I don't know what else I would like do in draft. Cause like you're playing versus an Urgot, Nocturne, LeBlanc, Lucian, Janna. It's like that's not really meta composition.
Yeah, I mean, we did say that it was going to be win lane, win game as the spell it chat
Yeah, and
strat.
that's exactly what happened.
Well, they didn't just win, they smashed our lanes. The only lane
Smashed.
that didn't win was
Bot lane.
the Lucian Janna.
Bot lane actually got solo killed more than
Twice?
twice. I think 3 times
Yeah.
actually. So they have to be.
Definitely once in bot lane, and then once in top lane.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe twice in bot lane. But anyway, new champ select, new game. Let's see if Vortex can shake it off. Say that's a fluke. That is not happening again.
We are approaching midnight here on the East Coast.
Approaching, we're at
We are
midnight.
now in June.
Congratulations. Do you want a cookie?
I think we all do.
Well, I mean, let's clarify. What type of cookie would you choose if you had the choice?
If I had to pick any type of cookie, it's
Yeah.
tough. My gut says just a regular old chocolate chip.
Yeah, personal opinion, you can never go wrong with chocolate chip. My favorite cookie, Snickerdoodle, easily.
I'm not a cookie
But
connoisseur, but
it's a Snickerdoodle is like a semi-soft cookie that's topped with cinnamon sugar.
oh yeah, those are good. Yep, I
Yeah.
just Googled them. Had to make sure I knew what they were.
Looks like the teams are talking about getting side selection. Um,
But side selection conversation going on here.
it's a very
All
civil
right.
selection that's going on here, I see.
Uh, the rim.
Gasp. Talking about easy 2-0, geez Louise. Oh, there it is. Very organized.
Casters are ready. I'm intrigued to see what adjustments they make. They just need to. I think they just
Wait,
have to not.
they're not in order. They need to get in order.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think Vortex just has to not feed mid, and they should be fine because bot lane won
I
really
mean,
hard.
do you think you see the respect ban
It's
coming out?
possible. It's possible. I don't think you should blind pick Aurelion Sol either.
Yeah, it's very, very abusable. So, like we said, we would like to see the Caitlyn and the Xayah bans eliminated. Don't
Yeah,
want to
not
blind
super
pick an
necessary.
Aurelion Sol.
Yeah, it's basically it. Loker did get the Graves, which is, considered to be a very, very strong jungler, but
I mean, he did get that first blood, that level
yeah,
2, level 3 first blood.
he
Worked
had a
out pretty well.
he had a really good
You know,
start.
it's just that, once Nocturne gets 6, that gank potential pretty much jumps over substantially the Graves's.
Yeah, from his very first ultimate, he was being very effective with those. So we got the snowball.
Sorry, that's my water bottle. But anyhow. Getting into champ select here. Let's see if we have any adjustments coming out on the side of Vortex. I find it kind of interesting that they end up being on the same sides.
Yeah, so Spell Chat picked in air quotes red side game 1. So Vortex is picking blue side game 2, so both teams are going to be on the same side. They're going to blue side ban the Graves, though. They don't really want to play that anymore, it seems. They didn't feel like it was super effective.
Kaisa ban still coming out. I'm not super jazzed about the Kaisa ban. Well, there's the respectable one ban.
Yeah, pretty solid target ban. I wonder if they'll go for the Xin Xiao this time because they banned that last time.
Right.
Caitlyn ban again. Maybe Edsy just doesn't like playing against Caitlyn.
No problem.
Well, Ezreal should still be a priority ban. I agree with that. Hello?
Sorry, I'm just reading the Twitch chat. But interesting Zac ban. It is a pick that Loker likes to play a lot. So we're seeing another Caitlyn ban still coming through.
Well, I think the Zac ban definitely would have been a pick that could have changed the narrative a bit in the first game, having that tanky jungler that can always have engage potential. But well, we'll see. Param going for the most blind pickable support here.
Xin Xiao's going to be left open though. Will they give that to Gasp?
Yeah, looks like they will.
I'm intrigued to see if Loker will take the Trundle because it's considered a pretty good matchup.
Gasp is looking to Zen it to win it.
What if you go Essence Reaver on Trundle?
What if you go Essence Reaver on Zen Zhao,
Oh
who
god.
already has CDR resets?
Hell no. Get me out of here. And Spell Chat really prioritizing the first phase ranged support pick. I guess that's because they first picked that Braum. They want to secure that pretty strong matchup for themselves.
Well, Braum is also, just a really blind pickable support. Ooh, Kog'Maw's open, though.
Kog'Maw got left open. Very surprised. They could have probably picked the Kog'Maw instead of the Lulu and then taken the Lulu in the second rotation there. A little oversight from Spell Chat if they were going for that Kog because they banned it last game.
Mm-hmm.
This time they banned the Zac instead. Waiting for their third pick. I think definitely want to grab a jungler, or else your pool's going to get pinched pretty hard. They're going to actually go
looks
for
like they're not going for that.
blind pick Vladimir. Could go into either solo lane.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they just wanted flexibility. They, first picking the Braum, last picking the Vladimir in this first pick rotation.
And
But
Sivir, so that's the pick that Ezzy likes to play a lot.
Sivir Lulu versus Braum Cog. I mean, I'd probably give it early to the Sivir Lulu, but as the game goes on, Kog'Maw can just run away with a game.
Yeah, and Sivir,
Warwick.
not super good with the Essence Reaver.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see
Well,
how it does this
situationally,
game.
maybe. Well, there's the Urgot respect band, but as you said, looks like they're trying to pinch the jungle pool Floker here. Just try to take every single last jungle option away from him until he has practically nothing.
I won't be denied.
There's going to be a lot of magic
Man,
damage.
Sejuani.
A lot of magic damage from Vortex so far with this team.
Well, maybe in this case, that's when you look for a more attack damage oriented mid laner. Because I would like to see someone a bit tankier for their team composition, at least to protect the Kog'Maw. Because Vladimir is not exactly a protection champion.
No, if Vlad's like, I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna go underground, and you can't kill me back.
There goes the Fizz.
Lots of jungle bans on the Lurker. The Galio and, Sejuani and Warwick as well coming in.
Ooh, Anivia was left open. Now, I saw people complaining about Anivia getting buffed this patch, saying that she doesn't really need it. But other people were saying in response that the mana nerfs that happened maybe 1 or 2 patches ago hit her pretty hard.
Yeah, they actually buffed her slightly.
Shen, that's top lane. I guess they just want to pick something that can do reasonably alright in a lot of matchups. Ooh, Evelyn. They really opted in for the magic damage here.
That's surprising. Going for that hard assassin jungle pick. Evelyn just is gonna get destroyed by Xin Xiao in the jungle in the early game.
Yeah, like if you ever spot Xin Zhao in your jungle as Evelyn, unless you're pulling laners to collapse, I don't think that you can take a 1v1. You gotta leave.
Man, they are gonna need to have some serious vision control of the jungle to make sure this Evelyn can safely farm, because Evelyn's known for having a super weak early game. Xin Xiao probably the strongest early game jungler right now.
I think for Xin Zhao they nerfed the slow on his audacious charge, but that might have been it.
Yeah, they nerfed the slow. They also nerfed one other thing.
So as Gangplank, I'm asking for a friend, by the way. As Gangplank, if you have Essence Reaver and you press Q, does your Q reset its own cooldown after you ult?
Because it applies on hit effects?
Yeah.
Interesting
Yeah, because
question.
your Q is effectively an auto attack.
I don't know, but I know that Storm Razor is probably good on GP.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So I think the Q will crit. You just boop, and then they take a crit. That sounds pretty gross.
Boop.
It's more of a pew sound.
Yeah, we need that soundboard for the.
That'd
Well,
be
okay,
nice.
let's look at the lanes here. Shen versus Gangplank. Shen can actually, I think Shen can play out the lane pretty well if he's able to force Gangplank to use the oranges.
Yeah.
Without burning too much.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The GP into the Shen matchup is just historically like super GP favorites, because you pretty much can't kill the GP and he can scale super hard. But
Yeah, that's true.
The Shen has some potential to kill him early, but it's very little.
It's mostly off of GP mispositioning.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Now Vlad and Nivea, I feel as though that favors the Anivia, especially if she can hit 6, have her tier, and start just pushing Vlad in.
Yeah, it's basically going to be a farm lane.
Yeah, we talked about the Kog'Maw Braum versus the Sivir Lulu. If you see here, Lulu went for exhaust, whereas Braum has the ignite.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of
Um,
going the exhaust in this particular game because like you're just gonna die if
yeah,
they're in your range.
I don't really think there's many targets that are super worth exhausting. Like, if you exhaust Kog'Maw, you're probably getting shredded. If you exhaust Vladimir, maybe that's pretty good. But, overall, I don't quite agree with the exhaust. But
Yeah,
I guess, once again, looking at the way lanes work out here, uh, Spellachat just wants to run at you, snowball themselves, win the game by winning the lanes.
it's gonna be a bit
Whereas,
harder though this game because they don't have as much.
yeah, they
The,
don't have as much burst and target access
it's
as they
gonna
did
be
previously.
it's gonna be heavily reliant on Gasp on the Xin Zhao because the GP and the Nivea don't have as many tools in the early game to make plays as the LeBlanc would.
What are you talking about? Nivea has a 90% AP ratio on her Q. I have no idea.
Yeah, they buffed that by like what 10%.
Yeah, 10% as long as you get both applications of damage, though.
Woo lad, just what she needed.
Well, getting into the loading screen here now.
Here we go.
Ah, Pulsefire Shen. Great skin.
Oh yeah, Spellcraft's pretty sweet.
There's some good skins here. We got Pulsefire Shen, Pugma, Pizza Delivery Sivir.
Oh, it's
Noctis
Phase
Hunter
Rush?
and Nivea, that's a scary splash.
Whoa, a little old, don't you think?
Yeah. That actually
Uh,
might be the Chinese version of it, by the way.
do Xin Shaos normally go Phase Rush? I
I
guess.
I I feel like
I don't really pay attention to that, I guess.
Phase Rush on Zhao. Maybe? I don't think it's terrible, but I feel like you could also go like press the attack, even Thunderlords. Like Xin Zhao with your slow, do you really need Phase Rush?
It's probably helpful.
Or maybe he did it so he can get Nimbus Cloak and get movement speed too, but I have no idea.
Oh yeah, Nimbus Cloak with your ultimate.
We just love talking about ultimates and Essence Reavers tonight, don't we?
It's so hot right now.
Essence Reaver, so hot right now.
It's a great movie. Have you seen Zoolander?
Yeah, that's what I was
Classic.
referring to.
Oh yeah,
I saw
yeah.
Zoolander
There's
2.
the oh, you saw the second one? Jeez, all right. I'm not that big of a fan.
I wasn't. It was just my friends
But-
who were like, let's all get drunk and watch Zoolander 2.
I heard it was just not good, right?
It was not.
Yeah, I didn't bother watching it. It just looked
I
like
mean,
a
I
cash
feel
grab.
like it had moments where it could almost be a good sequel, but it just wasn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't there.
Must kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Malaysia, of all places.
Hey man, he can't look left.
My new line of clothing, derelict.
God.
Well, Braum forced it back here. I don't really think he loses a whole lot.
But now looking at the 80 carry items, it's sort of in the reverse. One of them buys a shield and you're like, yay, and then you look to the right and it's got a blade and you're like, no.
Well, I mean, Sivir maybe not anticipate. Edzu maybe not anticipating taking a lot of damage from Kog'Maw.
You should though.
Maybe.
I would anticipate taking some trades from the Kog'Maw just because he has
I
the
mean,
range
I'm not
advantage.
disagreeing here. But once again, maybe it's that mentality of if I can take this, I can shove in, I can do more.
Yeah, yeah, it does help a lot with the W pushing in probably. Also, Edzy likes to take the Conqueror on the Sivir. It's pretty
Ooh,
solid
top
keystone.
lane. What happened here?
Top lane?
Shen. Looks
I
like he
missing
missed. It looks like Shen missed a fair bit of the first wave of CS.
Oh, the wave's actually
wrong?
slow pushing in, so he's only missed one
okay.
CS so far.
Alright, he just like gangplank pushed him in. My
Yeah,
bad.
so GP's been controlling the wave pretty nicely.
And Nivea, Werepack trying to get early burst down, but Kurama just pressing Q, healing up.
Just pressing Q. Free sustain.
I mean, it is free. It's free real estate. But,
Free real estate.
but yeah, like you mentioned here, Gangplank just free and happy to Q the Shen.
Yeah, grab
As you
the
can see,
club
this
though.
is not, it's not graph flank, which I have seen a lot of people start complaining about more and more recently.
Complaining like it's too good, or what?
Yeah, it's annoying and it offers GP a lot of survivability.
Well yeah, GP is just obnoxious, because you scale
Because
him
he's
and you win
supposed
the
to be
game.
weak in early game, but then graph flank just compensates a lot.
Right.
Because his
Yeah.
Q is still counted as a melee hit, so...
Did you see that
He
Braum
doesn't
Q?
lose.
That looked so janky.
Oh yeah.
I like the shield from Manwalrus
Right,
protecting
please.
his AD carry. Nice trade from Aizen.
No, Man Walrus definitely plays Braum really well.
Yeah, definitely
He had,
proficient.
he had really good unbreakables.
Yeah, he did for sure. And looks like Loker's actually got the clear lead on the Xin Xiao right now. He's up one whole camp, and Xin Xiao has to go all the way up to the Krugs to clear his last camp. So
That's
Loker's gonna
true.
get that full clear earlier, and then gonna get the first recall off.
I would say it's probably because Gasp didn't invade. Like, you're on the stronger early jungler. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't go for any kind of invade here.
Yeah, I think he actually took both Scuttle Crabs. Oh no, it looks like Evelyn did, because she has 28 CS, so that means she took every camp plus the Scuttle. So yeah.
Oh, no, they both got one. They both must have gotten one.
Oh yeah, they both got one. So they're both gonna have 28 CS. They're both gonna get that first recall off. So Evelyn's feeling pretty good right now, surviving her entire first clear and not having to recall at all.
Mm-hmm.
This Anivia has had no mana for like 3 minutes now. Why is the Vlad not pushing him in? That's what I'm confused about. I just see this Anivia, he's been constantly just like auto trading with the Vlad. Vlad should be like abusing this guy right now. But we see Loker going for his first gank of the game. He's gonna get spotted by a pink ward. And just clear that for him and just walk away.
Mm-hmm. I think that, yeah, like, Warpack kind of falling for the trap on Anivia at the moment, or just her weakness of...
Yeah, it's like he's falling
Running
behind
low
his
on mana.
CS.
Yeah, because he's running low on mana. He's constantly casting E.
Alright,
onto
he's gotta-
Vladimir. Vladimir doesn't really care about that.
Yeah, he's gonna recall right now because there's a cannon wave, so this is a good time for him to teleport back. He'll be able to replenish his mana. Okay, he was just saving it for a tier, even though he had.
Top lane looks like there's a bit of an extended trade going on here.
Oh yeah.
No Gucci flip-flop, just happy to keep queuing on the Shen. W is only so often for Shen to block out the
Yeah.
Gangplank parlay.
Shen doing pretty well. He is even in CS, but he's gonna recall and hopefully he'll get back in time for that wave. But he's not going to. He's gonna miss that cannon XP. Oh,
I mean, on
he
the other
just
side-
gets
oh,
it.
Nope,
Perfect
barely
timing.
makes it.
Yeah.
On
Well,
the
we'll
other
risk
side
it.
of it, though, even though we have this at disadvantage,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Xin Xiao takes that Infernal Dragon for
Yeah.
nothing by himself. And that is what's gonna happen if every camp is cleared and you're Xin Xiao versus Evelyn. There's no way Evelyn can
Yeah.
actually contest this until she's 6.
Well, what I would say is that Xin Zhao doesn't take that dragon very quickly. If Evelyn can abuse her invisibility, stay just outside vision,
Yeah.
maybe she can surprise the Xin Zhao there. Especially because she has Blue Smite that does a little bit more direct damage.
Yeah, not a lot of intel to suggest that Xin Xiao is down there. So bot
That's
lane,
true.
also Sivir shoving in bot couldn't allowed allowed them to safely take that dragon.
Yeah,
The bot lane was
I
in
agree.
the
I was
turret.
just talking about like in a vacuum if you have Evelyn near there.
Yeah, you're definitely correct. Bot lane's gonna get the first recall off. It's interesting. They're gonna try to shove in this cannon wave. I think they did the same
I don't
exact
think
thing
they're-
last time, but
I don't think they're quite fast enough though.
yeah,
Or are they?
I think it's kind of a mistake for them to try to push this in. Let's take a look here. They're not gonna recall. Okay, so they're just shove it in. Would have liked to see a freeze there by them, but Loker's gonna get the first gank off in the mid lane. They actually taken the egg away, and I think they will finish off Edgy
Yeah,
or
I do
Ripek
believe
right
that's first
here.
blood.
And there's the ultimate.
Oh,
Oh,
gets
the ultimate wrong
out.
way.
Oh, here's the Shen ulti. Gas forced to flash away.
Oh,
Nice
flash taunt.
flash.
And that's going to be 2 kills for Vortex. And the bot lane's come in mid too, so they're all here. It's a party.
5-man mid lane.
Good play from Vortex to get that
I was actually
lead
just
they
about to
needed.
comment that that it appeared as though the gold lead that Spellachat had gotten for themselves was mostly off of Gangplank in a lot of ways, but
Yeah.
still, this is not a great start for Spellachat.
Man, Robert's trying to defend that ping with his life and his shield, but oh, Edsy's gonna get hit by the proc, but another top lane gank.
I
Loker's
think he's
very
out.
proactive
I think
right
he's
here.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah, everyone makes it out alive.
doesn't even need to burn flash in that situation. I don't know why Kog'Maw's running away from pizza as a dog.
Bro, pizza's not good for you, man. The pug's
What
gotta
are you
stay in
talking
shape.
about? Pizza's recognized as a vegetable.
But Loker's actually still in the top. He's looking for that
Thanks, Obama.
stealth. GP has the flash, so.
I mean, I don't really think there's any chance that he could get killed by the Evelyn unless, like, that Evelyn landing the charm in this situation.
Yeah, and Evelyn didn't have ulti either. Nice jungle pathing from Gas. He's gonna go take that red buff for himself. He's gonna steal the Evelyn camp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, off that kill, it looks like Rixalis is a little bit more breathing room now.
Yeah, definitely. That saves him a lot of time in terms of allowing him to pressure the GP for quite a bit longer.
It really looks like Kurama is a lot more comfortable with the Vladimir than he was
Loker-
with the...
Loker sneaking around here on the Evelyn. He sees Werepag. He's gonna miss the
Oh,
charm,
that
but
was a good flash, though.
yeah. And
Loker's
Loker's
caught out. And
he's
the
got
ult
the
away.
ultimate, so he's gonna get out alive. So everyone makes it out. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, there's gonna be some small trades here. Edgy gonna save his shield from the stun. And here comes the Glacial Frizzer, and Lulu's gonna get caught out super hard. Ariadne gets way too far forward, but here comes Kurama on the Vladimir. Edzy with no mana, or Werepag, sorry, walking away with no mana. He's gonna walk away. Most likely he'll live, but he's gonna actually walk into Loker.
Well, I mean, as you can see, Loker doesn't have any mana. He would need to cast the charm and then land it. That was a really nice...
Vortex gonna go for a dive here under the tower. Here's the GP ult though.
Warpack doesn't have time.
Can
so-
Aizen get out alive? Nice flash from him avoiding the tower damage. And oh wow,
Ooh.
it's
I
5-0
don't think-
Vortex.
I actually think that Edzy should have stayed under the tower there
Yeah,
because Kog'Maw was taking a lot of aggro.
yep, 100%. Should have been under the turret. In the meantime, Gasp is really
I'm
trying to
pretty
keep
sure
the
Edzy
CP.
would have died no matter what. It's just the question of trading back one kill or not.
Yeah, I think he would have definitely killed Kog'Maw at least, because Kog'Maw would have had to be under the turret to actually deal damage there.
Edzy has a call. I just realized that. After first back, he took a call.
Yeah, I think Call's not too bad.
But in,
It,
a fight, or in a game where you are playing against someone who wants to just farm really hard anyway, like Kog'Maw, like, you know, coming off of that, Aizen already has Gwynsta's Rage Blade finished.
Yeah, I mean it's all about the backing timers really, and if that's all you can afford is a call, then I think it is a good option
That's
to go
true.
for.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is I might have preferred going for boots and vision wards.
Yeah, no,
Or
here comes
control
more
wards.
2v2s. They're looking for it. Oh, they tried to get this done off.
They're not even paying a lot of attention here.
And there comes the polymorph, but they're gonna walk away.
Polymorph Lulu ult. I don't think that bot lane had anything to burn on the side of Vortex here, so they don't lose a lot. They just force out the ultimate from Ariadne.
Yeah, and actually here comes Loker. He has the Glacial Prison up in like 2 seconds or so.
You see Ezzy cast ultimate trying to walk it out.
And oh, nice spell shield from
spell
Ezzy to block the fissure.
But yeah, it looks like bot lane is just going to get continually forced in this situation. Not a whole lot to do.
This is the power of the Braum pick into the range supports, the squishy supports that really allows you to get all in whenever you want to.
Yeah, you know, when they just take the tag, when they take that Winter's Bite and the concussive blow stacks start coming through, the squishy supports, the ADs, they have to run, whereas the tank, you know, you have that flexibility to keep fighting it out.
Gasp is going to go way too far forward. He's going to get chunked out super hard on my screen. Freezes. What's going to happen here? Gasp is going to walk away. Oh my god, he flashes with one auto attack left. And the Xin Zhao ultimate protects him. Beloker's going to take this tower.
Definitely just going to be first tower on the side of Vortex. Vortex. Tower. Ever important. You also see that the Ocean Drake is up here. Gatsp is too low to fight for it, even though he will have Smite up soon. Vortex has the manpower to just take it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. And looking at the top lane and the mid lane tower, there's so much pressure being put down by Spell Chat. They're going to take a mid and a top tower just for that bot turret. So even though they're down in kills, the gold is in their favor. And that's also partly to the GP right now. Up 1,000 gold, even though he has a kill. That's insane.
Well, that's just GP.
Yeah. 1,000 gold at 13 minutes. Like, if Shed didn't have the kill, GP would be up
1.3k
1.3 or 1.4k at 14 minutes just for having 20 more CS. Is that fair? I don't know.
Well, considering the Gangplank's build is so expensive.
Well, hey, I wish I could get an extra 1,000 gold at 10 minutes if I was building Triforce on Ezreal.
Well, you just need to farm better. Duh. Korean advice for you.
Just need even more CS. Yeah, Sivir, I don't know what she's actually building yet. She's got the BF sword and the longsword.
Maybe an Essence Reaver.
Yeah, maybe Essence Reaver. I think it's pretty solid. You can get extra spell shields while you're ulting. You can get ricochets very frequently.
You see that Gasp actually has the Rift Herald. Now what's he gonna want to do with it? When will he use it?
And I think if you're Vortex, your time to you have to win a big team fight relatively soon, or else the pressure from this little Gucci flip-flop GP might be too insurmountable.
Gasp forced to pop the Rift Herald here.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna use a bot. It's gonna run it down
Good
bot.
flash by Lil Gucci Flip Flop to get out. Werepack now laying down the damage. Saying, Kurama, hey, that's your minion wave, you can't heal.
Yeah, that was a good flash. Excuse me, I'm yawning. It was a good flash, flashing towards that blast cone to get to safety. Here comes the entire team really of Spell It Chat. They're gonna go for this tower on the bot lane, even if it means they have to dive for it.
Looks like they're trying to zone off. I think they get the tower.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. Now they just want to push Shelly as far as she can go, just so she can hit the tower, get that damage in.
Shelly is still 3,800 HP. They're gonna try and escort her to this
tower.
It's
gonna be a fairly decent chunk. There it is. Oh, you see the TP.
Here comes the team fight. Here comes Mango Ray on the GP, but Xin Zhao gonna get the backline access on the Kog'Maw. Here comes the Gangplank ultimate, and everyone's gonna get down super low. F1 ulti does not finish off anybody because the nice exhaust from Ariana Grande, but the Vladimir's gonna get taken down. Loker's super low. Rexalis is trying to run for his life, and the Braum Shield's gonna save them, but not for long.
Oh, Werepack
and
Werepack forward for that.
Werepack going super aggressive. He has the egg.
It's because he had egg.
Oh,
wow,
what a sick fight there.
Spell It Chat takes back the pacing of this game in one fell swoop.
Spell It Chat just totally outplay them, just totally manhandle this team, and now they're up 4,000 gold instantly. off the back of that one play.
Yeah, before that fight, you see that the gold is relatively equal, and it's a 4K gold swing.
But Edsy's gonna get caught out potentially. But Loker runs out of damage, and the barrel takes him out. Edsy flashing his emote for that BM points. And man, the raw skill, I think, just from the mid lane and the jungle, and even Lil Gucci Flip Flop is just totally overpowering the top side of Vortex.
Yeah, it seems that in this game and in the previous game for Spellchat, bot lane has not been that point of carrying. It's definitely been top lane, jungle, and mid lane.
And they say better bot wins.
I say better jungle wins, personally.
I agree, man. Yeah, if you take a look at the CS numbers right now, the Kog'Maw up 30 CS, almost 40, exactly 40 now, but the second time in a row that the bot lane from Vortex has had a pretty strong showing. Just the rest of the map, yeah, mid's down 40 CS. Vladimir bought Ninja Tabbies. It's interesting.
Hey, look at that! We were talking about Stormrazor on Gangplank.
Yeah, there it is. Just pop that Q, hit that crit with the Sheen proc as well. It's so much.
Yeah, it just wants that free crit.
It's really,
no,
really
ridiculous. The thing about Stormrazor though is that it's not a normal crit; it's a reduced damage crit that scales with your crit chance.
Yep.
But the thing, I guess, the way it works is that it would still. That means you can actually get a guaranteed crit barrel, doesn't it?
Ooh, I don't know. Does the barrel proc on hits too?
Well, it says that it's a guaranteed critical strike, and then like that definitely means that your Q will be a crit.
So
and
then
the barrel carries the damage from your auto attack.
So yeah, it's a guaranteed crit.
Now, is it a strong crit? It's not quite the same.
It's not a full crit. It's like the 160% crit.
But it's definitely something the Gangplank would like.
Loker's not going to stand a chance right now against this GP. GP has no flash, but he can't quite chase. Loker's going to get out alive.
Manwalrus slow onto Manwalrus.
Manwalrus is running away. Nice. Stand by me.
The populational Fisher to get out.
Yeah, Kog'Maw can't do any damage right now to this Xin Shao with the ultimate.
Is just running at them. The Shen ulti's not able to keep Kog'Maw alive there.
There's the wild growth as well. And nice boomerang from Sivir. He's going to take out 3 members of Vortex.
Oh, you see Edsy just spamming dance there.
The gold lead's literally gone up 10,000 gold in the last 4 minutes. How is that possible?
Off the back of a fantastically played team fight. Also Gangplank.
Well said. And yeah, Gangplank. So a 20-minute inhibitor, it looked like a 15-minute solid game plan for Vortex. And at 20 minutes,
it looked like Vortex was playing the game intelligently, playing it out however they wanted. And now, Spellchat is looking for that second Infernal Drake, trying to snowball the game faster and faster in their favor.
Lucas, you flip up's gonna look for that cheese. He gets that crit on the barrel, as you can see.
Aggressive there, but Loker,
So they're going to take down Lil Gucci Flip Flop, but on the other side, the Dragon's going to get taken down. Here comes Edsy with the Lulu.
Edsy looked like he wanted to keep going. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't. You see the bot lane pushing in there. But maybe they were talking about resetting and looking for Baron?
Yeah, Edsy right now is sitting on 100% kill participation for this game.
You can see that Edsy's second item is Essence Reaver also.
Well, he actually bought that first, but PD now.
Sorry, PD, my bad.
Rexal is going to get
sleepiness.
strong. A little sleepiness, resident sleeper.
Yeah. There's no Zoe in this game, but I feel like I got hit that sleepy trouble bubble.
You get hit by the bubble, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you, it's the midnight.
I don't have a QSS to cleanse it.
Man. I need a Wriggles lantern for the midnight oil.
Where's that Pharaoh Flare at?
Anybody got a Spirit Stone or whatever the hell the thing was called?
Oh god.
Remember that? Remember that crap?
Yeah. And you'd build that and the Pharaoh Flare. Get ridiculous.
Yeah, and actually Edsy's gonna get caught out potentially, but Edsy just does way too much consistent damage for Loker at this point. Loker,
Yeah, Loker just completely backed off. They looked like they wanted to get the pick onto Edzy there, but I don't think they have any idea that they're going for the Baron take.
Loker can't quite do anything right now. He can't one-shot a single player. And it's going to be a 22-minute Baron just instantly taken out by Spellchat. And they're looking like they're going to steamroll over this game.
That was a good Baron call.
Yeah, really solid Baron call. I think Gasp has had some really solid objective control in this game in particular. Wherever the plays were being made by Vortex, he would always take an objective, either the Rift Herald or the Dragon.
Looks like little Gucci flip-flop might not be able to get... Oh, instant cleanse the flash.
Level 11 Evelyn can try, but I don't think she can actually kill the GP.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just that level of safety the GP has so long as he has his oranges.
Yeah, and he's got the serrated dirt currently, so he's going for more armor penetration. Will we see a Yomu's or a Duskblade or something? Probably a Yomu's, but
I would venture to say Yomu's. It's definitely the most apparent choice.
yeah.
Also offers 10% CDR.
Loker's looking for even more, but that burst only does about half of his health.
Edzy popping the ultimate.
Loker's looking for blood, but
Ooh.
there's Spellchat to clean him up. Rexalis can't do anything.
Going pretty low.
Oof. Things are getting a bit dire here for Vortex.
Yeah, despite the kill score being so similar, they're down by 13k gold in under 25 minutes. It's pretty insane gold lead.
Yeah, we're up 13,000. And more fights happening on the bottom side of the map. The Zinxia ultimate is popped. Sivir flashes forward. No one can deal damage to Sivir currently. There's going to be another kill for Whipback.
They're definitely looking for it.
Yeah, it just might be. Man Walrus going to get forced back into the fountain. Loker can try, but he's not going to get anything done. Flashes forward with the Shen ultimate.
To find the assassinate on though.
Oh yeah, he gets Ariana.
I'm not sure if they can
G.
hold. Nexus is already at 55% health.
Rex, they're trying their hardest, but there's so many minions. There's so much stuff going on.
That's
so much damage. And the Nexus is going to explode. It's over. Spellchat taking the 2-0 in their first match of Season 5.
Yeah, this is like that game where you talk about, it's like, I got up and went to the bathroom, and 5 minutes later it was over. Like,
your house burns down while you're in the on the toilet. It's like, what? This is fine.
You just open it up and you're in a different dimension. It's like, I don't know how I got here.
How is this possible?
Exactly. Well, new blood coming in, making a statement.
Yeah, new blood, but a couple old names. And Mango Ray, Werepack, and Edzia showed up big, including Gasp and Ariane Gnay. Smooth.
Yeah, somewhere someone is rolling over in their grave as he butchered this name.
Eh. You know what? Maybe you should have an easier name to pronounce, huh? How about that?
You're really gonna blame it on... Okay.
I'm blaming everyone else except for me, alright?
I see. I got you.
Anyways, let's drag somebody in here for a quick interview. Thinking the jungler for this one. Thinking Aslan. Let's see what he has to say. Let's bring him up here. Why can't I click and drag and scroll my mouse? Come on, come on. Come on, Discord. Come on. There we go. Alright. Hey, what's up, bro? We're you here? Hello, sir.
Huh?
Hello.
Yo, we have dragged you into the caster box for a little interview.
Alright, before we start, man, I gotta say something.
All right, say it. Spill
I
it.
promised a 1+1 with Mango, so Mango has to come in here
Ooh, all right.
if I'm gonna do the interview.
All right. Mango's your top laner, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mahogany.
I love you.
What's going on, dudes?
Hello.
How do you feel after your first decisive
First
victory?
series win in the regular season.
Okay, I'll answer this since he's being silent. Dummy easy. Vortex, you're washed up. Royal
Oh
Arrow
my
is a better
oh.
team name.
Oh dear.
Royal Arrow is a better team name. Is that what you said?
Uh-huh.
But hey, man, Royalty was their old owner, so like he wasn't cool,
We
man.
shouldn't be saying that.
What?
Wait. What team is Vortex? Did they play season 4?
Yeah, no, they were season 3. Their name was Royal Era, but then they changed it out of spite.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, this team was trash, dude.
Oh dear.
They were top 4 season 3. But this is about you guys. So, like, how do you feel? How do you feel coming into this season? What are your guys' expectations?
Win it.
I mean, our expectation is to not drop a single game. And I think this is a first step forward. But I'm a little intoxicated, so I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the interview in silence.
Ooh.
Okay then.
Hey,
So I guess
This means it's my turn to answer the question. Okay.
You can answer the question, Mango.
I'm going to play Pike every game after. Okay?
Yo, I want to see it.
That's my expectation. If I don't get to play Pike every game, this Discord's not going to be real after. You know
wait,
why?
how many matches do teams play per week? Is it one?
It's one. Then it's one every week, but then I don't remember if it's the same. But in season 3, there was a big break.
Okay, no, I was just asking because I think Pike's disabled till next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why if my team schedules the game before Pike's released, I'm locking it in and I'm getting banned from the server.
Hey, man. All I'm
I'm so
saying
happy.
is, I'll miss you, bro.
I heard be missed.
We'll send you off in style in week 2 with the Pike pick.
I mean, do you have a sub ready?
A sub,
Take your-
any team I'm on already has a sub ready.
Oh dear.
I've left this server more than you can count. I don't even have enough fingers on my hands to count how many times I left.
I think Kiyoshi's actually beaten you on that in the last like couple of weeks.
Well, Kiyoshi's washed up and irrelevant.
Jesus.
Shout out to Kiyoshi. What up, dude?
Shout out to my boy Kiyoshi, you dummy cute keeping dark.
How you been? Dark Zone 7.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the actual expectations. If my team drops a game, we're benching Warpack and putting in a D20 mid laner.
You're just rolling a D20.
Uh-huh.
Like, all right,
It's actually not even a real person. It's just a D20 die.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We're just gonna put a heavy piece of die onto the keyboard and I'll probably do better than him.
So,
I don't know. I think
Sona
Warpack
mid?
did pretty well.
I'm pretty sure everyone did well except for the bot lane.
Hey, you can make fun of Etsy.
Hey,
You
man.
won't wake up tomorrow.
Hey, respect my brother Edsy. I like to give him shit because
They did get soloed.
they got soloed more than once.
Okay,
But
give me another question, because my expectations...
Yeah,
we
yeah,
win
yeah.
every game. Easy.
all right, pretty cool.
Okay.
So, what are your have you been looking at your opponents in the next coming weeks?
No.
No.
Irrelevant. The one team that matters is Gotham Click. You know why? Because it's Zed. All other teams, they don't have Zed. You know what that means? They're useless. They're meaningless to me.
Hey man, it's fair.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. With Twitch.tv, hype them up. They're actually my favorite team. You know why? They got Joe Sudden, they got Jared, and they got T-Crank.
Twitch.tv/JB's. Wait, Ropey's our jungler, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Ropey.
It's a goon squad, dude.
And some random support, I guess, right?
Oh my
Sharkbait,
God.
Sharkbait support.
Oh, wait, your team's actually... Like, I love those. I love every other team. What the hell?
So much for irrelevant.
Okay, there's only 2 teams that matter. Gotham Click, it has DTS,
Hell yeah.
Oxlane, Drowsy, and Zed. And oh yeah, and fuck, I like those are the only 2 teams I like. Every other team, IRL, you suck. You know why? You got Soto. He's a ward bot. Remember that when we play against you.
Remember that.
Although you know why they won't remember that? Because they'll be taken out of this existence. I got the Infinity Gauntlet on, boys.
But unfortunately, we don't play Mango until week 8, so we got a long way to go.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a long
No,
way
I
to
guess
go.
my one question for you would be, in that fight in the bottom lane where you guys literally started off like a 10k gold swing in a matter of 5 minutes, like what were the comms like?
The comms?
Yeah.
I don't think I can say half the stuff I said there. But
Oh dear.
let's just say when I found out that, because I heard it in the back, but I'm pretty sure that's the time where, like, wait, was it when I was in the bot lane?
Yeah.
On top of the pink ward?
Yeah, you TP'd in right there, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that fight? Okay, I think I called, can you say the R word? You know, like, when you know, the term you use for someone that doesn't work with their brain properly?
Nah.
Special
Okay,
needs.
So I called them
Special.
a bunch of special needs players.
Okay,
And I
gotcha.
TP'd in, because we killed them all, and, like, I don't know, did you see the RFC in Kogma?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
game just ended right there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it-
it blew us away
We
because
didn't
you
really
guys
talk
were.
much, to be honest, because like our comms is just us flaming Warpack, us saying "See, I love you," and Nathan saying I'm going to do something, and then he gets mad at me because I'm telling him I'm not going to listen to him.
nice, I like it. Yeah, you don't play
So
Gothboy
it's
Click
the
until
Salt Team Synergy strat.
you don't play Gothboy Click until week 9 either. So
What?
last
Why
2
would you
weeks.
against all these? Like,
Yeah,
all these teams that
you
legit
gotta
don't matter.
you gotta mow down the plebs before you hit the final bosses, bro.
Wait, I'm gonna quote something I said when I found out Razor. What's Storm Razor? Is that what it's called? The new crit item?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
By the way, does that actually give you a guaranteed crit barrel? We were talking.
Yes.
Oh my
When I
god,
saw
that's
that,
good.
Etsy told me not to repeat what I said, but let's just say it was very toxic, and schools will not let me near them anymore.
Rip.
Oh god. Yeah, because like when we saw the Storm Razor audio, it's like, oh, I think that gives you a guaranteed crit barrel. That sounds absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, did you see that one crit barrel when they all up hit? Or
Yeah.
clicked it? I
It's
took
good.
like half their cheeks. I saw
Yeah.
them. I might have died for it, but you know, Japanese.
Anyways.
I mean, I think yeah, Storm Raider is actually 3,200 gold. It's actually a cheaper item that
Game 1 at least.
people can take.
Because game 2 was just a stomp. There's nothing really much to say that.
yeah.
Mechanically,
Yeah.
we're macroly way better than.
In game 1, it was like Werepack and Nocturne popped off,
Yeah.
and
Gasp.
Edsy got wrecked.
Yeah,
But
well, that jungler, so they only picked Graves because Nathan was gonna get Graves, right?
yeah,
That guy, the only reason Nathan actually got memed so hard. The jungler waited in a bush apparently or something
Uh-huh.
to kill him.
yeah, at the Scuttle Crab.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, he
Settle
didn't
Crab.
do anything with his pressure, and he's like, okay, so if someone has an Urgot, you know what Urgot's really bad at, or he has an okay, but the only place he can put him behind, lane.
Oh yeah, your microphone cut off there.
Yeah. Rip. Oh yeah, that was actually the other thing, the Urgot with Essence Reaver. That was pretty interesting
Pretty
too.
gross. But let's end it here for the night. And next game should be tomorrow night. It's give me 1 second. Tomorrow night we've got Gothboy Click premiering against TK, the battle of 2 new teams on their first match
Ooh.
at 6 p.m. EST. So
Play-in
Gothboy Click
matchup,
and
you
Free
say.
TK. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.